Coming up on today's show, we get our first look at Marvel's Moon Knight and Oscar Isaac's English accent. Lily James and Sebastian Stan transform into Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee in the first full trailer for Pam and Tommy, and we take a closer look at Sony's Uncharted.
Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new series of The Roundup. If you're new to the channel, The Roundup is where we take a closer look at the biggest film and TV news of the week and round it up for you, so you're always kept up to date. And this week we're starting with the brand new trailer for Marvel's new series Moon Knight, and get ready to hear Oscar Isaac like you've never heard him before.
Marvel's latest addition to the MCU, Moon Knight, is already getting a lot of fans excited. Starring alongside Isaac as cult leader Arthur Harrow is Ethan Hawke, and the idea of these two teaming up to cause chaos in the MCU is a very exciting prospect indeed. And with the series being set in London, the keen-eared among you will have noticed Isaac's attempt at an English accent. And to be honest, it's not actually that bad. And considering the amount of British actors who have landed roles in the MCU, we think it's about time an American gave our accent a go. Moon Knight is set for a release at the end of March and will be available to watch on Disney+.
You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Stephen.
And from one Disney Plus show to another. Yes, this is actually coming out on Disney Plus. Disney Plus. Disney.
The full trailer for Pam and Tommy was released earlier this week, and we are now so close to finally seeing Lily James and Sebastian Stan as Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. Pam and Tommy is an 8-part series telling the story of how the infamous sex tape between Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee was released to the press. Ever since fans saw those set pictures of Lily James and Sebastian Stan transform into Pam and Tommy, they have been desperate for the new series to arrive, and we're now only a few weeks away from release. As well as James and Stan, Pam and Tommy will also star Seth Rogen, Nick Offerman and Taylor Schilling, and new episodes will stream weekly.
And this week we're finishing with a final look at Sony's Uncharted, starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg.
Fresh from the record-breaking box office takings of Spider-Man No Way Home, Tom Holland is once again about to grace our screens in the movie adaptation of the legendary video game Uncharted. Holland will star as Nathan Drake, the popular treasure hunter and parkour expert from Naughty Dog's beloved video game, with Mark Wahlberg starring opposite him in the role of Sully. Movies based off video games don't tend to do that well at the box office, but Sony will be hoping to cash in on Holland's extraordinary box office run, whilst also trying to buck the trend of disappointing video game adaptations by creating a movie that will appeal to both gamers and movie fans alike.
As a massive fan of the Uncharted video games, I can't wait to see Tom Holland in the role of Nathan Drake, and it will be fascinating to see how Uncharted does at the box office. But that's it for this week, guys. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another video, and we'll see you next week for another episode of The Roundup. See ya!